running out of time.
So now I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, all the leaders of Heritage City Toastmasters, all the upcoming leaders of our Heritage City Toastmasters Club. I welcome each and every one of you in our today's meeting. You know, today's meeting is very special because in today's meeting we'll learn as to what are the 7 pillars of a Toastmaster meeting, how a club runs and all. Why we are a Toastmasters? What is the mission of Toastmasters? Toastmaster is a platform that provides positive and supportive learning experience to empower our members to develop communication and leadership skills that helps fosters personal growth and self-confidence. Now, to achieve this in your habit, to involve this in your daily life, you need to follow certain rules. So there are certain rules in a Toastmaster meeting also. I request everyone to refrain from talking of sex, religion, and politics. I also request everyone to please silence their cell phone so that it doesn't disturb you in middle of the meeting. And the third rule, please keep yourself on muted condition unless it's your turn to speak. Keeping all these 3 rules in mind, I would like to give this virtual platform to our presiding officer. And I would like to tell everyone who our presiding officer is. Well, our presiding officer has completed Master of Commerce, Master of Philosophy, and Master of Fashion Management from NIFT. And finally, she decided to turn her hobbies into her profession and opted for creative entrepreneurship. She is a speaker, theater artist, fashion designer, photographer, and most importantly, she is a learner. Please help me welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Isha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shubham. Once again, last but not a few least meetings where I'll be introduced as president with such a warm welcome by everyone on the stage. Thank you so much, Shubham, for doing it so consistently over the past 20 weeks and doing it in a way that we all love the way you start the meeting. I think we are habituated to see you on the stage in the beginning. You are always the spotlight, and I'm sure you're going to be the spotlight for a very long time, Shubham. Now, moving on to the meeting. Let me ask you guys a question. A very simple question I would like to ask. Have you guys heard about these quotes? Be the change you want to see in the world. Or excellence is not an act, it's an habit. Have you heard it? Or something very simpler. Nobody is coming. Have you heard it? Yes. If you read this code and you understand this code, and being a Toastmaster, if you understand the linings here in Toastmasters, it is very applicable, especially the last one. Nobody is coming. It is you. And that is why you chose Toastmasters. Nobody told you to come and push you that, no, yes, you have to do it, or forced you. You did it on your voluntary basis. It was an option. It was a choice for you that I want the self-development, right? Nobody told you that, no, you have to do it. If you don't do it, you would fail. You won't get the credit or you won't get the promotion. You did it in your own conscious self-decision, right? And why are we losing the way? Trust me, even in Toastmasters, every time, in every 6 months, the EC changes. The president will change. Your VP education will change. Your VP PR will change. But you have to remember still that nobody is coming, even here, for your self development. Somebody can tell you, please do it. Come on, you can do it. Yes, I'm there for you. But if you do not get up on your own feet yourself, nobody's coming. Nobody is even obliged to serve you here. Nobody is even obliged to tell you, no, you have to do it. Neither you are obliged to that, I have to do it. But here the statement changes that I want to do it. That will change your course of action and direction in Toastmasters. With this, I would like to welcome everybody to this meeting of Heritage City Toastmasters, which was planned very last minute in a very innovative way by our VP Education and the Holy C team as well. Now, as we begin, let me just brief you on the history of Toastmasters. But have I always briefed for the history of Toastmasters? But have anybody known why are we briefing on the history of Toastmasters every time? Anybody knows this? Can anybody say me, like, even if you're a new member or a guest, why do we need to repeat the history of an organization every time? Why? Anybody, unmute yourself. Toastmaster Rahul, why do we need to repeat?
I think for members, it serves as a reminder of why this club started, and it can also for the guests who are present in the meeting, it serves as something new. Like they understand why this club was created, what is the purpose behind this club. For members, it is a reminder that this club is a voluntary club, and this is a club which was started so that people can improvise their public speaking skills. So that is the purpose that I can see why we need to repeat it every time.
Very well,
Well,
Toastmaster Rahul.
well,
Yes.
I believe for any business, for anything, uh, you need to know why you started it. Business is not about just making profits. You want to make the change. So every time we have to wait in our life also, if you started preparing for something, you have to know at every point of life as to why you started this race, why you started this journey. So this is why it is very important to highlight every time that why Toastmaster is started.
Very well, Toastmaster Shubham. And very well, Rahul. Very well said, actually. You guys are actually right. We need to know why, right? We repeat as a presidential address, we always repeat the history of Toastmasters because we need, even as members and even as a president, the reminder that I am on a serious platform, a platform which was formed 100 years back by a gentleman named Ramsey Smedley. He started it 100 years back, and that organization is going on until now. It is an international organization. You are a part of it. You're a part of something serious where people are committing to self development. And those people are today spread into more than 5 lakh Toastmasters and more than 16,000 clubs worldwide. And you are part of one of that club, that is Heritage City Toastmaster Club. Now, this is not something very informal. This is not something very casual. It works on a principle. How did an organization with a motive of self-development, a non-profit organization, can stay so strong till 100 years and grow? Have you ever imagined why? Because today you are part of an organization, you have chosen to become Toastmasters because you told that, no, I am serious. You're among those 5 lakh people, and trust me, even you know around your surrounding, not everybody is committed to self-development. Everybody wants to talk on self-education, self-development. I want to do this, I want to do that. How many have you seen going into action? You are among those people who chose to be the part of such kind of organization where people have stood so strong till 100 years. And you need to continue that. With this, let us take the introduction of our guest. Well, we have our guest, Toastmaster, guest Rahul. Yes, Rahul, would you like to unmute yourself?
Yeah, sure. So yes, so this is my, I guess, third meeting of Toastmaster. One of them I joined in offline was Sapu, and this is the second online meeting. So far, I have been enjoying a lot. As you said, I also seen some changes. When I interact with people now, and yeah, I want to continue improving a lot of soft skills. So I'll keep on joining more meetups in the future. Uh, yeah, I mean that's all.
Well, Rahul, that's interesting that it's your third meeting with Heritage City Toastmaster Club. And I'm sure before the next tenure comes, before the next CC comes, we can see you as a member in next meetings. We are looking forward to have you. And I've seen you offline as well. And today I'm seeing you online. So it will be great having you as a member really soon. Now, let us move on to how any Toastmasters meeting work. Now, Toastmasters meeting is hosted by a Toastmaster of the day. And today, not only it's going to be hosted, but it has been planned very innovatively by this Toastmaster of the day, whom I call the VP Education, whom we all call the VP Education of the club, but I call him the most rooted, biggest, strongest pillar for the strength of the club, that is Toastmaster Vikrant, providing the strength of his experience to all of us in this tenure. Over to you, Toastmaster Vikrant, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Madam President Toastmaster Isa, for kind introduction. Once again, very good evening, all of you. Very good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
What is the theme?
Good evening.
Thank you, thank you. What is the theme of my today's session? Have you read the poster? How many of you have read the poster?
I'm not going to say it because I created it.
Toastmaster Aziz, what is the theme?
Okay. Life responsibilities,
Challenges and
learning.
wow. Yes, yes. These four words means a lot, and why I have chosen today. There is something you came to know from this four words that Toastmaster Vikrant is going to talk something about. Can you imagine or tell me what I will go to tell you something related to. Toastmaster Subham. I want to discuss on these four words. Can you imagine which kind of topic would be, or any guess?
Well, Vikranji, yesterday only I saw the
It's
meeting abruptly.
No.
The theme of the meeting, and I was not shocked. I was happy that yes, it would be a great meeting, as to people will get to know what are the challenges and how XCOM works, and so I was pretty impressed by your last minute changes and the theme. So thank you, Vikranji, for that.
Okay. Without wasting further, in life, there is a learning. And in between two that words, we face, or we have to do our responsibility, and we have to face challenges. Now, what is life? What is life? Toastmaster Rahul,
Life
what is
life.
Okay, I'll just continue. What is life?
Life is a beautiful journey.
Okay, that is the good answer, but I want to compare.
I think I can I add something?
Yes, sure.
Ajish correctly said life is a beautiful journey, between the moment we are born and death.
Okay. But I am looking another way, just medical way. If we take our cardiogram, how it shows, how the pattern of this graph shows when we take
Ups
our
and downs.
ups and down. And when,
Like a graph of Nifty.
yes, and I compare this up and down to our good days and bad days, our challenges, our problems, up and down. And when we are up, that we are our happy moment, or we are in our good state. And when the graph shows straight line, when the ECG of our body shows straight line,
We are dead.
means there are no movement. Means if there is a life, there is always up and down. Am I right?
Yes.
Without up and down, there is no life. Am I right or wrong?
Perfectly, you are right.
And
No
if
doubt in
there
that.
is no movement, means what doctor will say?
Case khatam.
He
You
is
are dead.
no more. And why the up and down in life? Because we are learning new things. We face some challenges, we success, we failure, we sometimes we reach on top, we fall down. It's all between life and learning. But before I go further and elaborate for this word in a different two aspects, I would like to tell all of you about the formation of any Toastmaster meeting. That in any Toastmaster meeting, there are 3 sessions, but today we have a special session. There will be no prepared speeches or table topic, but special session on panel discussion. And there will be only team more session from my side after their panel discussion, and after that, general evaluator. So who is the general evaluator of today's meeting, who has already started observing and evaluating this entire session? Someone who is a profession in the industrial rooftop seat business. He is certified life coach from one of Institute world number coach Tony Robinson. And he helped people to achieve success and happiness. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Hertz, general evaluator of today's meeting. And I want to inform that today we have only timer role. We not have a R counter or grammarian. So Toastmaster Rahul is, so you only have to invite him. Okay, over to you, general evaluator Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikrant, for such a warm welcome. So basically, as you all know that champions breakfast is evaluation, right? So that's all I and my team will be doing, but my team is very short today, and it's just comprised of my timer, Toastmaster Rahul. So I would like to invite on stage our newly joined Toastmaster Rahul. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So who is Rahul? He is engineer turned into entrepreneur, currently working as a consultant in Ernest and Young after completing his MBA from IIM Lucknow. Wow, amazing. He loves to travel solo and consider himself a amateur photographer. He also loves reading books and strongly believes in environmental conservation. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Rahul, our timer of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hirsch, for this introduction. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'll be playing the timer role for today. So we do not have, as Toastmaster Vikrant has already briefed, that we do not have any prepared speeches or table topic sessions for today. So I'll just brief the timing for the sessions that we have today. Today we have two sessions. First one is the TMOD, that is the host of the entire Toastmasters meeting. And the second one is the panel discussion that we have. For the TMOD, the duration of the session is 13 to 15 minutes. At 13 minutes, I'll show the green card. At 14 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 15 minutes, I'll show the red card. For the panel discussion, the duration is 35 to 40 minutes. At 35 minutes, I'll show the green card. At 38 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 40 minutes, I'll show the red card. All the best to all the panelists and Toastmaster Vikrant. I'll be ready with my report at the end of this meeting and would present when called upon by the general evaluator, Toastmaster Harsh. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul, for helping me with the time evaluation. So, I'm really much inspired with the theme today, Toastmaster Vikrant. You really well said that if the life is straight, we are dead. And we must fall if we want to rise. Do you all agree with that? But in today's world, we are so much afraid to fall that we refrain from even participating. We don't even participate in fear of falling, right? Can you tell anyone that any day is possible without night? No day is possible without light, and even there is no value of light if there is no. Most important thing which we get to learn when we are in good times is coming from the dark times.
I think we have some internet issue with Toastmaster Harsh, or is it just for me?
I
For
think,
all,
yeah,
for all.
It's breaking for me also.
Okay, so let us move on with the theme. And before that, let us take even the introduction of one new guest, and that's the Timor to take the introduction.
Yes, meanwhile, Toastmaster Harsh came back. We have one more guest, Shubham Agrawal. What name is?
Shubham Arora.
Shubham Arora. Guest Shubham, can you unmute and introduce yourself? Yes.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hi, Toastmaster Vikrant. Actually, this is my first meet here.
Okay.
So this is my first meet here. I got to interact with Toastmaster Keshav actually before here. So I mean, I don't know as to how the Toastmasters work, and this is my first experience here. So just experiencing as to how things go ahead.
Okay, what are you doing?
So currently, I am working as a research executive in Nielsen. It's a market research firm, and I'm currently working there and currently working from home.
Okay, very good. Thank you for
Yes.
joining and keep learning. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's.
Sorry, guys, my internet was broken actually.
Okay. You may continue if you want to. Otherwise, I go.
Okay, fine. So just let me complete what I was saying, that after dark comes the day and after day comes the dark. But what determines in the day is the learnings we take from the dark. So the dark phase of our life actually are the real jewels, which we hate the most. When we fail, we will able to learn, and that learnings we will able to apply in the daytime when we are growing up, right? If I don't know that I am failing, what will happen? When I'm in a good times, I will be in ego. right? In dark times, I know that in ego, I can lose entire success. But if I have not learned and not faced the dark times, what will happen? In good times, I will not have any learnings and I will just rule by my ego and I will fall very badly that I won't able to give up. So in the dark times, we must learn, and in the good times, we must apply the learnings. So everything, wherever you go, it's operates in seasons. There comes summer, just 1 minute I will take. There comes summer, winter, monsoon. It's a nature. And if we must accept the nature, there is no human being who doesn't go through suffering. It's a way of nature to make us learn that can able to make us grow in the good times. So over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vikrant. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Horse. Let's continue with my theme today. The first and fourth word is life and learning. Now, I'm coming to learning. I'm asking question to Toastmaster Yasmin, why we are learning in life, whatever, cooking, writing, drawing, painting, computer software, why we are learning.
Toastmaster Vikrant, I think we are learning to be the better version of ourselves and to understand how life goes. We must also taste everything. It's like I think knowledge is a sea, and what can we get from it is just a cup of knowledge from everything, because we can't do everything, but we should participate, we should go through things, we should understand how it works. I think that's why we learn.
That's fine. Toastmaster Keshav Kant, can you input why we are learning? There is some Toastmaster Keshav Kant.
Yes, hi. So we learn because with learning we are able to grow in our life, be it in professional or personal life. So learning should be our everyday routine.
Correct. That. And one more thing is time, technologies, our surrounding, all those things are changing. And we have to keep our track in line with the changing world. That's why we also are learning. But while learning, we go to some learn, we have to give our time, our input, our money. And in between those things, two words that I have written, responsibilities and challenges, are coming. So which kind of responsibilities and challenges we are facing? I want to go to learn C++, Java. Timing is 4 to 6 p.m. I have paid the money. And after that, I have no time. I will come next week. What will happen? You will stop learning. Am I right or wrong? And I have taken these two responsibility and challenges in two aspects. The first one is while learning, you are joined, you are doing, you are motivated, but after that, you have no time. I have family. I want to look. Today I have a meeting. I want to go. I cannot come. I have challenges. Oh, I have this. There are very far distance. Raining. How I can go? That is the one aspect. And second one is, if someone will give you responsibility, you take. Yes, I will do. You take as an opportunity. This is for learning for me. You will face a challenges, and when you overcome by learning new things, you will be rewarded. You will be glad for yourself. You become your better version. Am I right or wrong? The responsibility you take, how you look at these responsibilities, that is important. Because you have to learn, you are interested, you join, And after that, you are, the two way is go. One is a positive and one is a negative. If you want to be your better version, you will take as an opportunity. Oh, someone is calling me. You take this. You take today's TMOD. Yes, this is an opportunity for me. I can become a host. I can host 2 hours meeting. I can speak in front of 20 members. Then definitely after that, I will go to the auditorium and speak in front of the 500 people. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, very true.
Yes. So this is what I want to tell you by 4 simple words, that how you are looking at the things, positive or negative. If you open the door in monsoon, if raining, and you have to go outside, you have to complete one task. The leader will, what will say? It's raining, let's go. And oh, it's raining. Both words are as it is, but how you take it, that is important. And the leaders are different. Leaders face challenges and overcome and be a better version of, because what leader makes? Leader don't wait for a right moment, but it makes every moment right for you. That is the leadership. And that is the takeaway message, something related to our Toastmaster fraternity, our meeting for our club, that what I mean by 4 simple words. And by this, I would like to now start second session, the most important what we are today for panel discussion. And for that, our Madam President, Toastmaster Isa will carry this session. So I am now forwarding our virtual podium over to Madam President, Toastmaster Isa. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikram. First, I would like to confirm with everyone, am I audible and visible clearly?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. For the panel discussion, first, I would like to lay down the rules. I'll be giving the question as a moderator, and everybody, including the guest, is welcome to participate. This is a general panel discussion. It is not specific to any Toastmaster. It is not specific to a club. It is specific to the self-development that we have taken commitment for. Secondly, I would like the timer to note down the time for the speakers. No speaker is allowed to speak for more than a minute. After a minute, I would like the Rahul, the timer, to show, and please name according to your roles in the meeting. Your naming convention is very, very necessary. So the timer need to be noting down the time. At the completion of 1 minute, you'll be showing the green card. If it is 1:15, you'll be showing the yellow card. And if it's 1:30, you'll be showing the red card to the speaker. And the speaker need to mute himself or herself, even if he or she have not completed speaking. You can raise your hands virtually if you want to speak, or you can give me in the chat box as well. Now, coming to the topic of panel discussion. And yes, it is very necessary for every single speaker here, even the guest, or no matter what role you are taking, you are highly encouraged for here to speak and give your point of view. That lays ground for much more further roots for yourself. Now, coming to the topic of panel discussion. Let us start. So, panelists, as I was talking in my presidential address, and guest Shubham told one thing, that he doesn't know anything about Toastmasters. Toastmaster Keshav has just told him this is one of the meeting, right? Guest Shubham? Guest Shubham, are you there?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yes, that's correct. I reached out to him.
Right.
Toastmasters, yeah.
Well, now I have said the history of the Toastmasters that you can guess, Shubham, you can see this in the next of the meetings. But let me tell you one thing, that Toastmasters run on some kind of guidelines. Now, you all are Toastmasters. Do you know what are guidelines? And can we tell the guest Shubham and guest Rahul what are the guidelines of Toastmasters? Be it you are an executive committee officer or not, what are the guidelines of Toastmasters? Anybody? Before we begin the panel discussion, I would really like this reminder, what is the guideline of a Toastmaster club or Toastmaster fraternity overall? Okay. Toastmasters work on the principle of rise. Now, can anybody say me, elaborate what is rise? Apart from you, Toastmaster Vikrant. Yes, I'll come to you if nobody else is going on. Anybody? Toastmaster Hardik? What is rise?
Respect, integrity, self-development, and equality.
Well, you are right to respect and integrity. Now, anybody on IS? Sorry, SE?
Me?
No? We'll wait. Toastmaster Ajish.
Sorry, I can't say anything.
Wow. Now, these are the Toastmasters who have joined Toastmasters before me. Okay. Okay. Toastmaster Yasmin. The guidelines of Toastmasters. When you, yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay. Come on, guys. When you join an organization, this is what we have to say to our guests. When you join an organization, don't you guys read through the whole guidelines, how it's going to work? Or it's just like, okay, blindly. Toastmaster Shubham, let's ask an executive committee officer who's carrying on and starting the meeting every time since 20 weeks. What is RISE? Without Google.
Well, for me, what is rise? Rise means not sitting, moving, rise up. So be active, start. If you are at some position, be it anything, you are at some position. So rise up, learn, and go above from that position.
Well, for all the guests and all the members, if I would have been there like a leader, like a teacher, I would have taken a stick and given you guys good meeting over here that RISE is respect, integrity, where Hardik was right, and comes two most important aspects, that is service and excellence. Right, Toastmaster Vikram?
Yes, you are.
Yes. These are the four words which is the basis of Toastmasters fraternity, because of which the Toastmaster had stood for 100 years today. Respect, integrity, service, and excellence. I repeat, it should be in your head as leaders, as even if you're not a part of executive committee, even if you're just a new Toastmaster or an experienced Toastmaster, you need to follow these four words. Now, when it comes to RISE, it is very important. Why do we have it? Now, I'm going to be putting up a question. Why do we need? First question is, why do we need respect, integrity, service, and excellence in Toastmasters or any sort of these words in life, in any aspect? Let us begin with our first speaker. I am choosing, taking the advantage of being the president, I would be choosing Toastmaster Bharat. Why do we need these four values?
Good evening once again to everyone. I'm Toastmaster Bharat. As Isha says regarding the RISE, RISE, respect, integrity, service, and excellence. I've joined Toastmasters from I think more than 5 6 months now, and what I say, the commentator, the friends, the colleagues, the president I have met so far, they have shown me these four things. They have given me respect, they have shown integrity, and how they are towards me, towards my growth. They have served to the Toastmasters, and third, they have achieved excellence. This all three four combination has not given the Toastmasters or ICT height, but also to their self development as well. So I think these four aspects are the pillars of the Toastmasters. That's what I think about Rise.
Well, let us move to Toastmaster Ajish. What do you think about now that you know what is RISE? What is RISE in your life or as a Toastmaster?
Respect is at first important in any form of relationship, whether it's professional or private, whatever relation. We need to be respect with others, and it's called give respect and take respect. That is most important. Then integrity is the foremost thing for any person. Integrity, and we should not keep it any single level. It should be like a daily basis. We should have some kind of development, personal and professional. So I feel this makes like life interesting, worth living in personal and professional. So that's why these are the most important. I feel so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let us ask, yes, Hardik, you unmuted yourself. Tell us.
I can bet you, and I can ask everyone to go through Fortune 500 and topmost companies in the world, whether it's top bank, top tech firm, or anything. When you go to their vision and mission, there would be two key things they would have it. For example, when I was working for Scotiabank in Canada, they call it REPA: respect, integrity, passion, and accountability. So what I mean, most of the companies, based on my observation, these two things are the pillars: respect, respect for yourself, respect for your colleague, your client, your team, and integrity, as Ajish said. So these two things are the pillars and are the most important, what I believe. Thank you.
Wow, very well said, Hardik. But you focused on respect and integrity. Let us hear it from our one of the most experienced Toastmasters that have joined just now, Toastmaster Vikas. How does the respect and integrity is related to service and excellence?
Yeah, hi, Toastmaster Isha and everyone. Good evening. Give me a little more context on what we are doing so that I can respond on that. It would be actually I
So
just
we are
joined.
discussing, we are talking about RISE values. Toastmaster Hardik just recently explained that how respect and integrity is the most important, and how now we talking about how the service and excellence is correlated with the respect and integrity. I would like to have a shadow from you over there.
Okay. Certainly. So I think this organization as a community has grown because of its core values, or any organization you take, if it has grown to a certain extent, they must have a certain vision and mission, as Toastmaster Hardik told, and most importantly, they must have their core values. For example, the organization I work, they also have a certain core values which we imbibe, and that's where the company has crossed almost 75 years of journey. Similarly, if Toastmaster International is reaching 100-year milestone in upcoming 1 or 2 years, so that is only because of these values which we imbibe, that is respect, integrity, service, and excellence. And these are the values which help this community or the members of this community to learn and grow together. So obviously, service and excellence is the core part of any volunteering organization you take, where people come and serve voluntarily. The service is of prime importance, because if you do not serve to the club, to the area, to the division, to the district where you are part of, this will not grow, because it is like democracy. We say for the people, by the people, of the people. It is one and the same thing when we talk about Toastmaster. It is for us by us, through us. So we have to come forward to take opportunities and serve the club. And similarly, excellence. So excellence comes with continuous services. I believe doing certain things very sharply, continuously, and with the what we say efficiency and intelligence. I think then excellence comes automatically. So service and excellence are related with respect and integrity, and these four are the core part of our values, that is rise value. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikas. Indeed, you said very right that it is the Toastmasters work on the same values. It is going, the whole Toastmaster is standing up on our shoulders. Nobody's coming to watch you. As I said, nobody's coming. Nobody's gonna be telling you that what are you doing, but it is developing. It is a first thing is respect, I believe, is for everyone and yourself. You commit to yourself. How can you not respect that? How? That is a question that needs to be asked. Anybody who would like to speak over the rise value, I give a free hand over here. Guests are welcome. Even if in a general life, if they want to see how the rise value is applicable, they can speak up. Yes, Rahul, would you like to unmute yourself?
Sure. So, yeah, rise, I would say respect you should have for yourself and for everybody that you're working with to grow in any organization or general in life. Not having respect would, you yourself alone would not, it will be very difficult to reach to a certain point. If we must work together, if we everyone work together, then it will be very easier and quicker to reach some point. So for that, you should have respect for everyone. So everyone would feel that they're valuable. Integrity you should have. You should be truthful to yourself also. Then by service also. Service also important. Without service, it's any organization or anything. It's not going to work. And the people that who are involved should participate in serving as well. And excellence by achieve by being respectful, by having integrity and serving. I think continuing that would be achieve excellence. That should be our goal. So I think, yeah, that's what I think, in Toastmaster, in any area in general in life.
Indeed, brilliant, brilliantly explained. Well, again, I would like to ask from the floor if anybody would like to contribute with what Rahul and Toastmaster Vikas and Toastmaster Hardik said. Anybody?
Isha, can I add something?
Sure, Hardik.
Definitely what Vikas said, I do concur. And this is what the Toastmasters, when they are selecting their values, respect and integrity, when we give respect to everyone, respect to ourselves, and when we have that integrity in terms of our character, our life, being a professional, and therefore when we serve our Toastmaster fraternity, our team, our chapter, therefore that's why they put excellence at the end, so that by having all these core three values all together as a society, as a Toastmaster club, we achieve excellence. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Toastmaster Isha,
Yeah.
I just want to ask a question to one and all present here. Let's say our VP Education calls a member of the club and ask him or her to take a role of maybe TMOD or any other role for the club's meeting. And for any region, let's say the example is we'll take here is that member is free and he is available as well, but he is not interested to take that role or any other role. Or he want to spend that time with some other activities in family or anywhere. Just a simple question to all of you present here: is that an issue with integrity? Just wanted to understand your viewpoint.
Brilliant.
So Toastmaster Vikram, anybody can answer.
I'd like Toastmaster Shubham to answer this. He is thinking, or Toastmaster Harsh.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir. So can you once again repeat yourself? Toastmaster
Okay.
Vikas.
Okay. I'll repeat it again. So my question is, I just want to understand from the perspective that all our understanding on respect, integrity, service, and excellence is clear or not, and it may be everybody must be having a different lens to see through it. So my question in general to all of you, from my understanding also, for example, let's say our VP Education is calling one of the member and asking him or her to take a role in the upcoming meeting. That member is having time, he is present, but he don't want to take that role for any reason. Is that an issue with integrity? Your opinion, just an open opinion.
Wow, amazing question, amazing question. So just let me have some run my mind on it. Yes, so
Can I say?
it depends on the situation, right? It's integrity or not integrity. It depends on the situation. If that person, suppose VP Education has offered me a role, so what I need to decide is at that particular moment for achieving my goal, where I need to have the rise values. If there is a birthday of my wife and VP Education calls me to take up the role, then I will be not in integrity and respecting my wife if I take up the role. But in case I'm free, I'm totally free and I'm not taking up the role, then where this rise value I need to apply? So that is very important. Which area it is necessary? So I think it is very much a dynamic thing. But if I am available and I need to think where this is important. So wherever in your life is important, if we apply this, it can take us to next level. If it is, suppose if there is a party who is having great order with me and want to have good future, and if he's coming, then I need to maintain this rise level with him. If there is in the need of family, then I need to respect integrity, service in family. If it is area of my health, if I'm suffering from some disease, then I need to have this in that. So which is most important? There you need to have the integrity, respect, excellence, and service. That's my point.
Yes. Toastmaster Shubham. Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah, as I see the context that the person who wait, let me just start the timer also. Yeah. So yeah, as I see the context that the person who the VP Education is approaching, he can take up the role, but maybe he is not willing to take up the role because he thinks that he can spend his time somewhere else. So what I believe is this is an issue of service. It is not an issue of integrity, because the person is not doing anything wrong for the club. He is maybe prioritizing something else apart from serving his own club. Maybe he can spend and that kind of indicates his priorities as well. For example, if I have a Toastmasters meeting on every Saturday, and if I am serious about it, then maybe I'll take up every role, or maybe I'll take part in every meeting. Maybe I'll contribute in that meeting, or maybe I'm not able to contribute in any meeting, but I'll try to be free in that part, and I'll prioritize Toastmasters meeting above everything else. As Toastmaster Hirsch also said, if there is any function, like if he is having his birthday, the birthday of his wife, then maybe some situations are kind of unavoidable and you cannot do something about it. So that's my take on the question.
Yes. Anybody else?
Well,
Shubham.
It was a great question, and it's not an easy question that Toastmaster Vikas just asked. First of all, I searched in Google as to what is the meaning of integrity, because integrity, I knew that having moral values, true to yourself. But I got two definitions. One is quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. That was the one answer. And one was state of being whole and undivided. That was the second answer that I got. So if you are free and the TMOD or someone has come and told you to take some role, and you are free. It's not like someone's birthday is there or anything. You are free and you don't take up the role. So actually, I am little confused as to it's a integrity or not, because you are being true to yourself, but you are not being true to the club. If you are true, if you have if you are very much connected with your club, and then it's a question of integrity. Yes, because at that time, for togetherness, for solidarity, for being true to the club, you have to take up that role. Uh, so I think that it's a question of integrity if you deep dive in it, and so the person must take that role.
Okay.
Can I add something?
Yes, Hardik.
I believe it's a fine thin line what Shubham said and what Harsh and Rahul said earlier. What I believe, integrity is more towards walk the talk. The way you speak, you need to act accordingly, right? So that is something walk the talk. That's kind of phrase that we have in English. It means when VP Education asked me to take up a role, and if I accepted his offer and I took the role, then I need to walk the talk. I need to support him, whatever is required, according to our Toastmaster policy and procedure. And I need to understand all fellow Toastmasters as my customers and provide them quality of experience. If I do not have walk the talk and I do not appear without any strong reason for that role, or I do not justify that role, I think then integrity comes after making the commitment. But if VP Education says, take the role and whatever my priorities or reasons are there, I do not think I have not made any commitment until that integrity does not come. Again, it's a fine thin line. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Hardik. Thank you so much. Well, indeed, Toastmaster Vikas, you got us brainstormed over the core moral values over here. To which I would ask one question back again. As we do not know about rise value, many of us didn't know what is rise value. We need to.
I have
yes,
I have one question. If I ask anyone to take timer role and he's not taking ready to take, I don't want to do timer, then what is called? This is the breach of respect or integrity. What is this? So if I offer someone take a timer and he is not ready, I don't want to do it. I don't like this role. Offer me someone else. So what kind of situation or what is called this?
It's the issue of integrity.
I think their inspiration and motivation comes.
No, he have done many times, and at end someone take back out, and one we need timer. And if I offer to senior members and he is not ready to take, I don't like timer role. I don't want to do. I will not do. Then this situation come. What to tell this about? It is the breach of respect or lack of integrity.
I think it is a breach of respect.
Yes, Isha,
yeah.
you can continue.
Yes, I think it's a breach of respect, number first, for your officer. First thing that I believe, that is a breach of respect, because I believe Toastmaster, it is just only, it is how the Toastmaster is framed. It's a voluntary organization. If people are ready to serve you, if people are ready to call you, if people are ready to do the certain aspects in a way, coming out of the way, even as not just their pathway, so they're calling you, take up this role. So you need to respect that thing. Number first, it's a breach of respect for the officer. Number second, it's a very obvious that it is a breach of respect for self as well. It's not just integrity that, yes, I have certain moral values of committing to myself, but you have given certain time respect for yourself that I want to commit for next 6 months to take up roles and have a visible growth. But if you do not respect yourself, you do not respect your talent, and you see that you have taken time a role for like 20 times in a row, now I will not take. You are disrespecting your own talent. And this one bottom line I would like to quote, which Toastmaster Ajish told me. It's not about being consistent. It's not about just being amazing. It is first being persistent. If you are persistent in taking time a role which is very starter role in a Toastmaster meeting every time, then only you will see the visible growth, no matter how much you excel. Yes, Shubham, you were telling something.
Yeah, Isha, I think I also am in the same line with you, because it's a simply breach in respect. Because in my organization, in any organization you take, every role is very important, from ground to above. Even vice president is very important. Even the technicians are also very important. So belittling anything is not good. It's a simply breach in respect. Belittling anything. So as Toastmaster Vikrant said, a senior member says, no, I will not take the timer. So it means that the tone of his is simply belittling the timer. So I think it's a breach of respect, and that was my take.
Thank you. So I'll move on to the next question. Okay, Harsh, I'll give you another question. You can go on that further. So now, as we are talking about integrity, respect, and the core values, right? Now we have gone through the guidelines. Now I think for the team members who are present over here, it's going to stay with all of us together. Respect, integrity, service, and excellence for always, even for the guests. Now I'd like to ask that how many of you go through the Toastmasters website and read it? The quotes or anything that you read. You know, a simple quote that was, yes.
I've seen a few videos on the website and browsed it through. I haven't extensively gone through all the links in the website, but yes, I've seen few links and videos in the website.
Great. Now, as you see that, you have also read about these RISE values. And similarly to the RISE values, there are many things that is written about how a speaker needs to also become a leader. Even Ralph C. Smedley said this, that a well-balanced, intelligent speaker is a natural leader in any group of which he is part of. So I would like to throw a question open to the group, that is it necessary to be taking a voluntary serving role if you just want to concentrate being a good communicator? It's an open question. If you guys want me to repeat it, let me know.
Can you please repeat?
Is it necessary to take a voluntary serving role in an organization when you just want to become a good communicator? You want to just learn communication skills. Is it necessary to learn leadership skills along with it voluntarily? Or you can simplify it, leadership skill correlated with the communication skills. Toastmaster Ruthwik. Or Toastmaster Yasmin. Anybody?
Okay, Toastmaster Isha, I think leadership skills goes in parallel in communication. As if I want to learn communication well, I should first be the person to speak or to listen. And a leader is the one who understands what the group needs, listens to the group, as well as speak to the group in the best possible way he or she can. And I don't know if I should use the word, but he or she is the most authorized one for interaction and communication. So I think, yeah, if one wants to be a good communicator, better than good, one should try being a leader, because as we know that when birds fly, there's a mechanism in which we see them flying in a V shape. So the front one is the leader who cuts the wind by its wings so that the other feels lesser friction of the wind, or they faces the less wind. So he's the best communicator amongst all. So it's I think being a leader is important. Being a communicator is important for a leader, but if one wants to communicate well, he or she should try his hands in leading in some or the other way.
Yes, Hardik, what is your take on this?
It is not, excuse me, it is not I decide that I want to be a leader. It's the team decide who is a leader. And to lead or become a leader, what you need is to communicate effectively with your teammates. That also includes listening them, listening your team problems, and using your proactive body language. You send that message, you act, and that's how you become a leader. So imagine if you do not communicate well, you do not listen, and if you don't have a right body language, then how somebody below you or somebody around you will consider you as your leader?
Okay. Let's hear it from somebody who's studying psychology, Toastmaster Ajish.
Okay, I guess important skill is required is people management. Okay, because if we deal with the people, we deal with the emotion. We have to catch others' emotion first. That is most important as a leader. Okay, everybody is a knowledge worker, we can say. So everybody has some kind of knowledge. As a leader, we need to know how to manage the knowledge of others. Then we can become a better leader. And another one skill is required is listening skill. Obviously, a leader should be a good listener.
Okay, thank you. We'll hear it once last from guest Shubham. Guest Shubham, you raised your hand.
Yeah, thank you. So I feel that it is the other way around. Improving your communication skills takes you to the leadership. I feel that it is that way because to start with, one of the biggest trait of a leader is to communicate as to what exactly is the ask. And I feel that it should be directed in that way, that if you want to be a leader, you should be excelling in your communication skills. Otherwise, it is very difficult for you to lead or to manage a group of individuals. So I share that ideology.
Wow, Shubham, I totally agree with you over here. Like completely 100%. Guest Rahul or guest Grishma, anything that you would like to throw light on? We have just got the notification for the timer that 35 minutes are over, but I would like to give it open 1 minute to any guest who would like to say. Yes, Rahul.
Yeah. So it's not necessary that you need to be a leader to have a good be a good communicator. But I would say it opens up more possibility or more opportunities for you. Being a leader, you need to be a good listener. You need to understand your team members and everyone. You need to you communicate certain things with your team member in certain way that not non-leader would be able to, or I would say be authorized to. So for that you need to understand how certain things should be communicated. And it's very important that people understand your it's important that other people understand what you're trying to say. So for that, communication skills, certain communication skills are important, which you would having opportunity if you are leader, then you'll learn. So that's my take. It gives more opportunity for improving your communication skills.
Very well said. Definitely, it opens whole rainbow of opportunities for everyone who wants to learn communication much better or take it to the next level. Now that we have run over the time for the panel discussion, I would summarize this whole session in 2 minutes. And first, I would like to have the permission from the timer. Can I get an extra 2 minutes for summarizing this session?
Yeah, sure. We do have enough time.
Okay. Thank you so much, timer. So, I would like to say this one thing as a co-speaker. Guys, have you ever imagined standing up on the stage? Like, let's say you become a millionaire, Toastmaster Shubham. You become an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur. You innovate something. Or let's say, guest Shubham, you become a motivational speaker someday. Or let's say, Yasmin, through your story of how you managed from becoming a mother and then becoming a good communicator, you share the story on the stage. You're standing on the stage and you have 10,000 audience to face. What do you think works there? Just your communication skills? Just that you are good at your speaking, you have good vocal variety, you have good body language, you have good confidence. That works there? No. What works there subconsciously and moreover visibly, I would say consciously, is your leadership skills. If you don't know how to lead a voluntary organization of 25, 30, 35 people, I'm betting you on this, you wouldn't be standing on the stage and you wouldn't be leading 10,000 people for 2 hours. You have to lead them. You have to show them the picture that you're visualizing in your head. You have to show the exact picture your neurons are connecting in your head and making that picture in their head. And how do you do that? Just waving your hands? No, that's what magicians do. That's not going to happen. You should be having that leadership voice in you that you are going to be leading for 2 hours over that 10,000 people. You are going to be the person who is going to be authorized over there to make them see what you want them to see, to lead them till the end of your conversation and give them a takeaway. You don't want your audience to leave in half an hour of your session or 2 hours of your session. Or even if you're going as an entrepreneur and you're pitching to your investors, let's say. Do you want them to leave, get up, look at you? Then, especially as an entrepreneur, I'm telling you, if you're pitching to your investors, you need to be one who is leading in the boardroom. Ask a sales manager over here, Toastmaster Vikas, you would agree with me over here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is how you have to learn leadership skill. It is so important. And Toastmasters gives you that opportunity. Try, experiment your leadership skills. It is not an organization which is just telling you excel. Excel in your best of capabilities till the end for the rise value. Excel to the best of your capabilities till the end. But before that, try here. Come, communicate, and learn leading. It is going to be helpful in very smallest aspects of your life. Even if you're a housewife is supposed to be leading those 2, 3, 5 members. And trust me, it is the woman running a house. And I'm proud to be that. It's never a man. Even if you're working, even if you're not working, it's the wives who tell what to do. And so for us, it becomes very important to learn these leadership skills. If we do not, we are going to create chaos in our house. Right? Your mother have a brilliant leadership skill. She's managing when you get up and when you sleep and what you eat. She have trained you that. You need to be learning that as well and commit to learn leadership as a communicator. With this, I'm summarizing my session. Now over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much. What an amazing, fruitful panel discussion, isn't it? Yes or no? I cannot hear any.
Yes, it was really great.
Yes,
Totally.
the rise
Yes.
value of
Indeed, it was
Toastmasters.
informative.
Informative. Yes, we can know from the bottom where we are in not in the public speaking coaching class. We are in the Toastmaster International. We are the family of 5 lakhs international speakers in Toastmaster fraternity. Am I right or wrong? With this,
Right.
yes, with this, I am giving this stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Hertz. Over to you, general evaluator.
Oh my God. Thank you, Toastmaster Vikrant. The session led by you both dynamic leaders was so amazing. I was just busy learning. I had not focused on evaluations. I just am. I can't just evaluate the session which was delivered today. It was so rocking. It was so amazing. If I miss that learnings and in busy evaluating, I would miss a lot of life opportunities. So, but still, I need to do my role. So let's start with my evaluation. It's very casual evaluation. I was busy in just digesting what the values were delivered from you both dynamic leaders, vice president and president. Fine. So let's start with the meeting. Shubham, Toastmasters, Sajat and I started meeting with great energy. I was late in that, so I could not evaluate his entire speech, but he explained the role and theme of the meeting very well and called upon presiding officer, our dynamic president, Toastmaster Isha. What energy, what a way to start the meeting. She started with the quote, be the change you want to see in the world. Right? It was clear, message was clear, crystal clear that if you want to be a leader and take up the leadership in Toastmasters or any area of the life, right? It was your choice to join a Toastmaster. No one forced you. So it's our choice and no one we need to take up the leadership skills for no one but ourselves. Because if we are not leading, we are not doing justice to our purpose of joining Toastmasters. So theme was clear, and then she made us feel proud that we are amongst the 1% who are joining the Toastmaster. So we were feeling very privileged that we are top successful person. We are in the 1%. In life, 97% fail. Only 3% to 1% people succeed in life. And we are very lucky to be in 1% who has taken, not only read the books, but taken action and joined as a Toastmasters. So we are very in the success range, 1%. So we are really feeling proud. Coming to TMOD session, your session was great. You interacted with audience directly with a question, and that was great. Interaction was great. You connected with the audience and explained by the graph of the ECG graph, and metaphor was clear, analogy was clear that if we are not growing, we are not ups and downs facing, we are dying. So we must be willingness to face the downward movement challenges as well. Theme, I loved it really well. Life, challenges, responsibilities, learnings. So it can be Toastmaster, it can be your career, it can be your relationships, it can be any area. Life is all about challenges, responsibilities, and learnings. It was very great thing. And also explain how you look at things, right? If it is like raining, it can be a great opportunity to enjoy the rain, or it can be a problem. It's all about how you see the things. The situation is immaterial, it's how you take, right? 7 habits of effective people. First habit, be proactive. So it was like my sir teaching me that skills, how you take the things. Exactly. So it's a leadership opportunities in Toastmaster. How you see, is it an opportunity for you, or is it a challenge for you, or is it a hurdle for you? In any areas, there will be certain things which you will be approached for, and how you take it
Toastmaster Harsh, you're muted. Yeah.
So after 5 years in life, where you are determines by how you take a situation, right? Then the panel discussion session. Oh my goodness, it was just valuable gold mines. I have not wear a lot of golds here, but in my mind today, I'm much richer with the session led by Toastmaster Isha, our presiding officer. It was just gold. It was need of an hour to inspire the Toastmasters to take up the leadership role and take up the leadership roles, and you did 100% justice. You came at the right time when there was need of an hour for taking up leadership skills, and you inspired the audience with questions, with your skills, with rise values, with everything you can, and you did 100% justice. And in the end, you explained the importance of leadership skills. And you did not explain, you let the person understand himself. When you are pitching the audience for the investment, it's not that you ask for the investment, you ask them what will be the benefits you are investing in my project, and what you will lose if you are not investing in my project. And if investor can find the value by himself by the question, then you are the perfect leader, and you inspired us as an audience to take up the leadership skills by throwing up an open question, right? That way I learned that just throw the open question if you are pitching for something, and let the audience, let the target audience realize himself what is the importance. And that's the best leader, not to preach, but by questioning himself and let his mind preach him. So that's the best. I think I saw your best version today. I saw your best version today. All the audience exactly knew why to take up a leadership skills. Because if you are a better communicator, you have voice modulation. If you have everything, you are a best performer. But if you can't inspire your team to perform, and if you have COVID positive or any, you want to have 7 days vacations, your organization will destroy. So leadership is very important, along with communication that you explained. I realized that what is that importance in my own business as well. That if I'm not leading in, if I'm just busy taking up the sales calls and performing, I'm a loser, because in my absence in Toastmasters, who will perform? If some client come right now in my office, who will take up if I am not a leader and have my team? So I realized that not a performer, but leader is very important. And yes, so by the metaphor also you explained this really well. And I think there is no recommendation from my side, because the level of brilliance which I saw in both the dynamic leaders and entire, not only leaders, we all as an audience participated really well. We interacted with the questions, and we were just amazing in participations. Each and everyone is a winner today, and we each and everyone are close with your message that leadership skills is very important. Even if you are not taking up leadership in Toastmasters, we are definitely closed. You definitely convinced us that taking up a leadership role is very important in any area, even if it is a housewife, even if it is a business, even if it is an organization of 10 people, 30 people, or 10,000 people. And it's perfect opportunity to start with a trial in Toastmasters. So we were really convinced, and your message was crystal clear that just take up, if you can't lead in a team of 5, 10 people or 20 people, forget about 10,000. So it was, the stick was clear and the fruit was also clear. Now it's up to us what to choose. So that's all. I would now, sorry, I took our evaluation before the timer. I used to call timer before my evaluation report, but I would now like to call upon timer on the stage. Over to Toastmaster Rahul for his timer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. So there were only 2 sessions today, and I'll just so the first session that was hosted by Toastmaster Vikrant, he took 10 minute 28 seconds for his entire session, and the second session that was the panel discussion hosted by Toastmaster Isha, that took 40 minutes 18 seconds. I couldn't time the individual speakers because, again, as Toastmaster Hirsch said, it was a very interactive and very engaging session, very informative. And thank you, Toastmaster Isha and Toastmaster Vikrant, for having this session. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Hirsch.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul, for such a great report and being straight that you have not measured the time. Fine. So before handing over to Toastmaster of the day, with my final words, I would like to conclude. You can avoid all the uncomfortness by not taking up the roles in this Toastmasters, but the same problems which are coming up here, that I don't have time, I have a lot of other things, and whatever is blocking you from taking this leadership skills in Toastmaster, the same obstacles will block you from the career, from your job, from the relationships, and every area of your life. So just inquire yourself and take an opportunity to kill your obstacles, beat the fear, and take up the roles here. And even if you're not taking roles here, the president was very clear, and the Toastmaster of the day was very clear. Life is all about challenges, responsibilities, learnings, and without responsibilities, we cannot face the challenges and learnings. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
What a wonderful, elaborative way of your evaluation of entire meeting. We are just 2 minutes out of time. Before I wind up, I have one line for all of you. So, the leader quality of the leader: acceptance and adjustment. This is the leadership quality of this is the quality of leader. When you have some situation, just accept this situation and adjust. I want to share something about Toastmaster, my experience. When I joined Toastmaster, there was a no Zoom. We have a physical meeting at British Library. After 6 months, first wave of pandemic, after March 20, all we have shifted to the Zoom. And most of the members started thinking that we have a 20 days of lockdown. We will come after later. Then again 20 days of lockdown, and it goes up to 6 months. And they are demotivated and gone. And I have never seen their face again. But someone who, like me, Toastmaster Jayesh, Toastmaster DATM Kusal, Vikas Jha, means we have accepted the situation that we have to go. We have to learn the Zoom, how to, and we become master in offline and online both. So this is the way of don't wait for the right moment. Make every moment right moment for you. This is the leader. This is the quality of leader. And with this, I want to hand stage back to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Isa. Over to you.
Thank you so much. It was indeed a brilliant session, a brilliant brainstorming for all of us. And moreover, more than that, I think it was an awakening for all of us. Let's awaken ourselves. Let's realize it is very serious, guys. Toastmasters is a voluntary organization, but it is very serious commitment to self. Very serious. Learn, experiment, and see for yourself what can work and not work in the outside life through Toastmasters. And we all are living in Gujarat. We need to make the worth of that money. Where are all Gujaratis?
Yeah.
Right. Great. Let's take the feedback from our guest. How was our meeting? How can we improve? before we take the feedback again, let me say you, this is a very innovative, a different kind of meeting, which was planned by our VP Education. But usually we have a meeting, there are three sections are there. There are speakers, there are evaluators for the speakers, and there is a table topic session that is impromptu speaking. So for example, guest Shubham Arora, you're attending it for the first time. In the next meetings or usual meetings, we have this kind of format, which you can see in the other meetings as you join online or offline with us. Well, let us have a feedback. How was our meeting and how do you think we all can improve over here? I would like to first hear it from guest Shubham.
Thank you, Isha. I feel that I felt that the meeting was very informative and it was very open, and I seriously liked the culture here, as in everyone's open to listening to others' viewpoints as well. So that is how far my feedback goes, and I don't really think that there is anything that has to be changed or improved. I feel it was pretty good, and thanks a lot to everyone for this session.
Thank you so much, Shubham. I'm looking forward to have you in the meetings. I think I can hear it in your voice. That's a very strong voice and you have very strong vibrations, and the voice, I think the fluctuations in your voice is great. So I'd like to hear it from you more in the next meetings, especially in the table topic sessions. That's impromptu sections that we have for 1 or 2 minutes formatted. So please do attend our next meetings as well.
Sure, looking forward. Yeah, thank you.
Looking forward here as well. Moving on to our guest, Rahul, who is now almost a member.
Yeah. So yeah, agreed, Shubham. It was quite informative. Little different than what my previous 2 meetings. The questions allowed us, brainstorm more and quite educational as well. And rice is inscribed in my mind now. I won't forget that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next meetings as well and joining offline as well. That would be more fun.
Yeah. Looking forward to have you as a member and looking forward to have you in the meetings, no matter how many meetings you want to test with us, like how you can improve, you can, but I'm looking forward to see you as a member really soon. I already feel you're a part of our club. Thank you so much, Rahul, for coming. Let me ask it from guest Grishma.
Hello. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Grishma, yes.
Very good evening to all. I like this platform, this Toastmaster Club, because for a few things I really expect to help each other to grow together, not individual and one person to grow, but it's look out to grow together. All people are uh, cooperate with each other, and that things I really like to develop confidence to individual life. And another thing is I like the structure and the way entire how to deliver the speech and everything. And I have attended many sessions, and thank you so much for this welcoming. Thank you, Isha.
Thank you, Grishma. Thank you, Grishma. I've been seeing you in the meetings as well many times, and I'm already feeling that again. I sometimes would be mistaken to call you Toastmaster Grishma instead of guest Grishma. That's gonna happen. I'm looking forward to call you that officially. So definitely. So looking forward to have you more in the meetings. Now, I would like to summarize this meeting by giving one announcement. We had elections today, but the elections have been postponed to the 11th June pertaining to certain logistics that we are working on. I would request everybody to now take up the role, experiment, guys. It's not just that I am going to be 6 months busy. That's not going to happen. This is not, everybody's busy. Everybody. And for everyone, it is tough. And it cannot be tougher than this, that when I joined Toastmaster, I was extreme introvert. And this Toastmaster Vikrant, Toastmaster Vikas, I think Toastmaster Harsh, I don't know if you know me from the starting, but these 2 people, at least here in this room, know me from the starting that I was extreme introvert. I didn't used to talk. I cannot talk. On stage, I was good, but off stage, I was not good. And that's where I realized I can work on that by taking up the leadership role. That can change you as well. in a next level and give you a growth. You do not have to be perfect for taking the role. You do not have to wait for perfect time, because trust me, nobody is going to be free ever in your life. That's not gonna be happening. If you think that all my 6 month schedule is going to be vacation and now every Saturday I'm going to be sitting and doing this. No, and neither you have to give too much of time. I'm telling you, just need to commit. Hold on to the integral value. Keep the club before you and see what miracle you are doing to yourself. Witness that by taking part in election. And also, every single member, it is your responsibility to come in election and vote. Exercise your voting rights. Even if you're not standing for a nomination or you have not nominated yourself for any role, exercise your voting rights. It changes you into next level. And as I say, it is very easy for all of us to sit back and say, okay, this should be done, this should be done, this should be done. Come, do it. Try once, just once. I request this to everyone. Get up. Let's do it together. And I promise, me as an IPP, I even can assure you, Toastmaster Vikas, Toastmaster Jayesh, DTM Kushal, Toastmaster Amit, every single Toastmaster Vikrant, every single person would be standing with your role if you are lacking anywhere. And trust me, one thing I'm telling you, you're allowed to make mistake. This is the best thing about Toastmasters, even as a president. Even as a surgeon at Towns or even as a VP education, you're allowed to make full errors. And people would welcome that errors. People would rectify you. With all that hugs, with all that open hands, they will tell you, yes, you at least tried. So let's try together. Hoping to see you guys in the election in the next meeting. With this, I would like to call this meeting adjourned. Thank you so much for coming in the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President, for leading from the front this meeting. It was great. And yeah, one thing I would like to add.
We can stop the recording.